What's up, everybody? It's me, the home cook hero, back with a new video. Y'all, last week I had to start reporting back to the office thanks to Mayor deBlasio. But y'all, I decided to show y'all what I made for my first week back into the office for lunch. So y'all, I'm starting off with this warm charred harissa-spiced chicken thighs. Y'all, they were so daggone good. Everybody in the office was asking me what I was eating for lunch. So y'all, if you want to be the envy of all your office mates, definitely stick around to see how I made this. Alright y'all, so the first step, I put in some cumin seed and some coriander seed, and I just put that in a skillet, no oil or anything, and I just toasted it on the stove for about 5 to 6 minutes on medium to medium high heat. And that really just helps bloom the spices and make them more fragrant and really help them release their oils. So then I just put it in my mortar and just ground it all up till it was a nice consistency. But you want to really ground it up so it's a nice powder though, but kind of a rough powder if that makes sense. Then y'all, to my chicken thighs that are boned in, and they did have skin on it, but I took the skin off because I didn't really want the skin on it. But y'all, I'm just scoring these chicken thighs just so the spice mixture that we're going to put all over the top of them can really seep in all the way to the bone of the chicken and really make this chicken nice and flavorful, as flavorful as we can get it. So y'all, to that, now that everything's nice to go with the chicken, I am adding in a little bit of olive oil, some garlic powder. I'm also adding in a little bit of onion powder to this as well. Yes, I put a lot of garlic powder in there. Y'all know I love garlic powder. But I put some onion powder in there, and then I also went in with a little bit of, what's that? That's poultry seasoning, some black pepper. I put in some paprika. This is regular paprika, and I'm really only using that for the color, y'all. It doesn't really give much flavor, y'all know. And I'm adding in some turmeric. I'm also adding in some ground crushed red pepper, and lastly, that is this harissa spice mixture that I got. And there's no salt in there, so I really went heavy-handed with it, and the flavor is very like curry mixed with cumin mixed with some other kind of like real warm, deep flavored spice. So I mixed it all up, y'all, and I forgot that I didn't put any salt in there, so I'm just putting on some salt. Y'all know we got to season this food, and we need to be able to taste this, so that's why we got to put some salt on there. If we just have all these different spices on there and no salt, y'all, you would taste something, but you wouldn't really know what you're tasting, and it would really be a letdown. So then, y'all, I forgot to mention that I also added some fennel on there, some fennel seed. I ground the fennel seed up in my mortar and stuff, and I also put that on in the spice mixture as well. And then I just rubbed the spices on there, and y'all, that was good to go. Now, as you see here, I am just placing the chicken thighs in my cast iron skillet that I had preheating for about 5 to 10 minutes on medium high heat. So y'all, after that, I'm placing all the chicken in there, and I'm just gonna let it cook on both sides for about 5 minutes. And if you notice, I put the scored side down first because that's going to be a nice presentation side, so we want that upright looking at you when when the meal is complete. So yeah, y'all, 4 minutes on that side, and I'm only searing it just to really lock the juices in there, and so the final dish will be nice and flavorful and nice and moist still. And for that, y'all, I'm just adding some butter in there. We're gonna kind of like help this chicken to start to develop this sauce that we're going to make, and I'm adding some butter on there to kind of like help that process go along. And then I'm also going to add some other things as well. So y'all, as y'all saw, I added in a couple lemon slices. I like to kind of like eat that with the chicken. When you put it in the oven and cook it, especially with the foil over top of it, all of this stuff is going to really break down a lot. And I actually just like to eat the lemons. But I also added in a little bit of an orange pepper that I really need to get rid of. It was in my refrigerator, and I really need to get rid of that, so I added that in there. I also added in about a half of a medium onion, just roughly sliced up. Doesn't really matter, because it's all going to come together at the end. And then, y'all, I added in a whole lot of heirloom cherry tomatoes, which I love. I love chicken and tomatoes together. It is such a beautiful combination to me. And y'all, after being in the oven on about 350 for like 15-20 minutes, this is what you have. Y'all, look at that sauce. Look at how flavorful and the deep color that this sauce is giving you. Y'all, this dish was so good. So you just want to make sure that you baste that chicken. I didn't put it back in the oven. It's not really necessary because it was pretty much cooked through. But I just basted it, like I said, just to lock in that moisture and just to make it look nice and presentable when I'm doing all these final little steps on here for y'all. So y'all, this is the chicken that I ate for my week back at work. I really enjoyed it. It was so flavorful. And y'all, if you like the video, if you enjoy the recipe, if you think it looks tasty, definitely let me know in the comments below. And yeah, y'all can even subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video, which is weekly. So why not subscribe? But yeah, y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. Later.